now tuned into the Recap with the Goodfellas show. You know how we do, man. Every week we talking that talk. We talking about real topics, real conversations, real opinions, and of course, always really entertaining. It's your boy Tommy Gunz, alongside my man Big A. What up?
What's going on, everybody? It's your man Big A. You already know I'm here to play, and this Bacardi is here to stay.
All right. The voice of the streets himself, Shah Montana. What's good?
What is popping, y'all? We out here doing our thing, you know what I mean? Another great show. Look forward to it.
Everybody's favorite photographer, Dav Noble of AEP Presents, always represent.
Yo, what's good, everybody out there in social media land? Y'all gonna like this show. Tune into this show and share this show. Trust me, y'all gonna like it.
And of course, heritage hip-hop's own, Karev Yah, representing for the culture. Need I say more?
Oh, because all you got to do is like, subscribe, share, and comment. Make sure you hit the notification bell and stay tuned, because not only is greatness coming, but you're on this journey with us, and you could be great too. Peace.
And speaking of greatness, we're going to get into one of our favorite segments right now. We talked our politics, we talked our sports and movies. Right now, one of our favorite segments, One Gotta Go, where each week we give you 4 possible selections from whatever the category is. Sometimes it's sports, comedy, music, hot chicks. You never know. Whatever the topic is, whatever the category is, we got to figure out. One gotta go. Real self-explanatory. So with all that out the way, with that segue out the way, one's gotta go. This time we're going to switch it up. We're going to talk comedy. We're going to give you a list of 4 possible comedians, all classic material. And we got to figure out who got to go. Dav Noble, what up?
Yo, what up? What up? We got a nice list today, man. I don't know where this one's going to go, to be honest. Will Ferrell. We got Seth Rogen. We got Jim Carrey, and we got Adam Sandler. So, yeah, man, that's a tough. I'm sitting there looking at the stuff myself, like, man, movies and all that. So, I'm gonna start this one off because, man, I got a lot to say on this one, bro. You know, I'm a movie dude, man. I love these comedies. So, I'm gonna start Jim Carrey. From In Living Color to Ace Ventura. What other movies you got? That's crazy. Mask, Dumb and Dumber.
His
Truman
first movie,
Show,
Once Bitten.
Once Bitten. Wow. Throwback. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. Whew. Yo, man. I mean, Bruce Almighty, Liar, Liar. You know, I like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, you know, so that was on me. But Jim Carrey just alone off of, you know, In Living Color and The Mask and Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura is my movie, yo.
Don't forget Mr. Popper's Penguins.
But Me, Myself, and Irene. Hilarious. Yo, Jim
Classic.
Jim Carrey. And he played the Riddler. You know what I'm saying? Which was actually a good role. So Jim Carrey is safe for me, man. Adam Sandler. Now he's tricky, because he's really hit or miss. Like towards the end, he started missing a lot. But during his heyday, he's got classics that I don't know if anyone else can really touch like that. Because for me, The Waterboy and Happy Gilmore is probably my favorite comedy of all time. Happy Gilmore, The Waterboy. I mean,
don't forget Mr. Deeds.
Oh, Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, word, Mr. Deeds.
I like The Longest Yard, Anger Management. Yeah.
Yo, word.
So he's got, and I know the Zohan isn't a good movie at all, but it's hilarious.
It is funny as hell. It's funny as hell.
When he's kicking that dude with his feet, and you can tell it's a fake foot, and he's just like, yo. I don't know, man. So Adam Sandler's safe with me. I can't get rid of Sandler. Will Ferrell was safe on Anchorman alone. I was like, Anchorman, yo, freaking I know Tommy wasn't a fan of Talladega Nights, but yo, Will Ferrell, I mean, he's just got
Step Brothers though.
Classic Step Brothers, kicking and screaming. Was it Semi-Pro? Look at it, Megamind, Blades of Glory. The Other Guys is one of the funniest ever. It's one of my top 5 comedies.
The one with Kevin Hart.
I never saw that one.
Oh, that's a funny one. I forgot about that one. That's hilarious.
So many.
So yeah, for me, this is an easy one, man. And I gotta go with Seth Rogen. I like Seth Rogen, but Seth Rogen just gets a little too frat boy for me, man. Him and what's the Franco, man? They go a little too far for me sometimes. But he's got some classics, you know. What was it? Knocked Up. I mean, that's really Knocked Up. This Is the End was good for like.
Oh, that movie's crazy. That's crazy.
15 minutes.
Superbad.
It goes wild.
Yeah.
Superbad was, yeah. I mean, Superbad was that was McLovin, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was the cop.
Yeah, he was a cop. He was a cop. He's like, fast kid alive. Fast kid alive.
Yeah, the thing with Seth Rogen for me is I'm getting rid of him, but getting rid of him means I gotta get rid of the stuff that he's produced too. And I gotta keep that in mind because if there's no Seth Rogen, there's no Invincible. If there's no Seth Rogen, there's no Preacher, which I liked on AMC. That was my show for too. Yeah, because I think he wrote that, he produced and wrote that show, and he's responsible for the new Invincible joint, the animated. That's Seth Rogen. Yeah, word. Wow. So, but even with that, I gotta get rid of Seth Rogen, man, because the other ones, they just have more classics and I think more rewatchable movies for me than Seth Rogen. I gave him a shot. I think I turned on him doing Green Lantern because I thought, not Green Lantern, Green Hornet.
Green Hornet, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, like I thought he was gonna like take it seriously. But that movie wound up being like a comedy. But it was funny when he told a man to make his cup of coffee. He said, make my coffee. Yeah, but you know, so yeah, for me, Seth Rogen gotta go. Yeah, he gotta go.
Okay. Shout out to my man Dav Noble breaking it down. So Big A, what's good? Dav just gave his list. Yo, it was official. What do you think, man? Out of all 4 of those OGs of the comedy game, which one gotta go?
Well, first of all, I have to say that these guys are all respected comedians in their own right. They all provided extraordinary entertainment in the comedy field, dramatic field, as well as some even in the action field. But y'all, I have to say, like, you can't get rid of an icon like James Carrey, aka Jim Carrey. I mean, you got Pet Detective, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, which is just crazy. Dumb and Dumber, iconic movies, TV shows. I mean, the guy did it all. I mean, his first movie was an actual hit, Once Bitten. So like he's multi-talented all the way around, and he's done a lot of producing, even behind the scenes too. Will Ferrell, another icon, like Step Brothers alone, like Step Brothers, bro. Step Brothers. Put a ball sack on your drums, like Step Brothers. All right, like yo, bury your niggas alive. Step Brothers, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Yo, that movie, that Blades of Glory, like crazy ass movies that you don't think that's gonna hit, that you watch, you like, yo, this guy is nuts. Like Will Ferrell in the movie The Producers, like his role is so comedic in that movie, that slapstick comedy. Yo, I tell you, he's one of those guys you just can't get rid of. And Adam Sandler, he's got like movies that he started in, careers that he started, that he helped jumpstart. Like his friends, everybody who's a friend of Adam Sandler is a successful person in Hollywood, whether they're in front of the camera or behind the camera. And that alone, you can't get rid of a guy like that. Like that is a true, genuine friend. Like you get put on and you put all your peoples on, I ain't get rid of you. And Seth Rogen, man, he's got some classic comedies, but he just can't. To me, I agree with Dav. He just can't hold his own with the other guys that are in this category. Like he's Shah. I know Seth Rogen is your boy. I know Shah. Shah's like, whoa, you gotta be kidding me. I already know what he's thinking, but I know that's how you feel, bro. But for me, Seth Rogen doesn't contend. Like if this was like a rumble, Seth Rogen is the first one over the top rope, bro. He's the first one out of there. He's not gonna be able to compete with these iconic guys like Adam Sandler. He's got at least 5 movies that are iconic. Like you can name 5. Will Ferrell, 5 movies you can name iconic. And Jim Carrey has been in the game for so freaking long. He's the longest one of everybody in this freaking category, and he's got countless movies over decades. He's got movies.
You said he's the longest one in the category.
What? Pause for you thinking like that. Anyway, Jim Carrey has been in.
Shout out to Living Color.
Exactly. That's back in the early 90s, not late 90s, early 90s, when In Living Colors was on TV.
R. Marshall Bill?
Exactly. Yo, this guy had iconic roles that transcend regular comedy. Like people can name his TV roles and people still remember it to this day. To this day. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, you can't get rid of this guy. But who you can get rid of, Seth Rogen. So Seth Rogen
gotta go.
Yo, as much as I enjoy his comedic roles, I mean, Knocked Up. I mean, he's got Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Like he's got different movies that are hitters. You know what I mean? That he came out with. This Is the End. I have that on DVD. That's actually one of my favorite movies. Him and Jim Franco, from The Interview to a Pineapple Express. You know, they're like comedic duos. They have a lot of good hit comedies, but he just doesn't hold his weight compared to the icons that are in this category. So, Seth, as much as I love you, bro, you gotta go. Yeah, Shah, I know you couldn't wait. Pause.
Shout out to the homie Big A, man, breaking it down, giving you his opinion. So Seth Rogen, fuck out of here. Yo, so Shah Montana, one's gotta go. You have the list of those comedians, all of them very talented in their own way. Their resumes is crazy. In your opinion, who gotta go?
So I think I'm going to be very unique in not only who gotta go, but how low I think of the guy. So let's start with who don't gotta go. To me, I'm sorry, Will Ferrell has too much funny content to go. Blades of Glory, the song with Kevin Hart, I won't mention by name. Step Brothers is probably the funniest like ever. Like I got friends that I quote that movie with, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I got a good friend that all I gotta do is text her and be like, "Have you been playing with my drum set?" And yo, like it'll just be nothing but laughter. You know what I'm saying? Will Ferrell can't go, bro. That's insane. He's to me probably the funniest person. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Another one that can't go is, just like Big A said, classic. Jim Carrey cannot go. I can't, no, under no circumstance. Jim Carrey is not only great as a comedian, look at the message that you get in Bruce Almighty, I think that movie was called.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dude is funny, bro, and has been funny. So then I'm gonna go to one that, if you look at his body of work doesn't really measure up to the one that I'm gonna say he's gonna go. He has one movie that cannot go, which is The Interview. So Seth Rogen, I can sacrifice every single Adam Sandler movie ever made before I sacrifice The Interview. That movie is effing hilarious, bro. Wow. That movie is too funny. Adam Sandler, let's keep it real. And I know I'm not gonna be popular with this one. All his movies is just corny ass movies, bro. His humor is just that family, that inoffensive, doesn't push the envelope, doesn't really, it's just like goofy family humor. And you know me, I'm one of the bad guys. Come on! So I don't care about that family shit. You know what I'm saying? Adam Sandler can easily go. I do not care for any of his movies that much. He's got better movies than Seth Rogen, but the Interview is entirely too funny for me to sacrifice. If all I gotta do is sacrifice Adam Sandler, that's fine by me.
Hold on. I got a question for you, Shah. Hold on.
Yeah.
You said he's got better movies than The Interview, but yet you said The Interview.
No, I didn't say in The Interview. I said he's got better movies than Seth. Than in general, Seth Rogen doesn't have as much good movies.
Catalog.
Okay.
His catalog. But The Interview is way too goddamn funny.
In your opinion, okay.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Wow,
All
okay.
this is everybody's opinion.
Yeah, all facts. So shout out to Shah Montana breaking it down, just giving his opinion. Salute. Karev Yah, Heritage Hip Hop. You have the list. You already know what time it is. One gotta go. Who would it be?
I am very biased because I don't watch movies. So if I've seen your movie, then I can have an opinion. I don't know too many of these guys' movies because I don't really watch them. So my extensive knowledge of Jim Carrey is more than anybody else's because he's been out the longest. So what was the movie we had to fight the cow?
Is that Ace Ventura?
No. The movie he had to pump. That was Me, Myself, and Irene.
See, stuff like that comes to mind when I think of him, and then I go, you know what I'm saying? I think of Fire Marshal Bill, that's classic. I think of The Riddler, that's classic. I give Jim Carrey respect where he has more range of acting. His range is like tremendous to me because he could be a comedian, he could do a funny role, and even if you see him, you know, on social media, his philosophical roles that he play, they're really good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying relate. I could see people really getting into Jim Carrey because he keeps himself relevant. He did Sonic the Hedgehog for God's sakes. You know what I'm saying? So I give him respect. Okay. I could say that. All right. Adam Sandler is funny to a point because some of his movies are just dumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. Waterboy is a classic. That's not going nowhere for me. That's one of the best movies ever made as far as comedy. You see what I'm saying? He had a cartoon, with a Christmas cartoon. That was cool. The one with Jack Nicholson, that was cool. When he stole his girl. I think that was one of his best movies by far. But I don't think Adam Sandler has range. I think it's like just dumb funny. You know what I'm saying? Like him, what's the one with him and the little boy? Like, I don't know these movies by name because I'm not a movie person.
Nicky something. Little Nicky?
Probably. Yeah, see, so like he's dumb funny to me. That's like
Adam Sandler.
If I'm in the mood, I can watch it. My favorite Adam Sandler movie by far is The Longest Yard. I think that was the one movie that made me go, okay, not bad. You know what I'm saying? Will Ferrell to me is the funniest out of all of them, bar for bar with Jim Carrey. Because Will Ferrell's Saturday Night Live is funny as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? Semi-Pro is funny as hell. Anchorman. See, I can name you his movies. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of all his work, but Will Ferrell is not dumb comedy. It's actually very well put together, and his timing is amazing. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't know white comedians. I don't think a lot of them are funny, but he's funny. Like he's somebody that stands out to me as a talent. No matter what it is, he's a talent. You know what I'm saying? Seth Rogen, I don't know anything really Seth Rogen. I don't really know who this guy really is. I saw The Green Hornet. I thought it was corny as hell. I was pissed off when I saw that. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many movies I know of him. So because I seen his movies the less, I think he would have to go on my list because I haven't been exposed to more of his talent or his comedy. Yeah. Like, I really don't know any of his movies. I don't think I've seen any of them. And if I have, I'll probably shut them off. Because if you don't make me laugh in the first 5 minutes, I'm really not into it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, because I don't know his work, I'm going to go with him.
Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to my man, Karev Yah. Yo, he said Seth Rogen got to go. Shout out to everybody tuned in right now. It's your boy, Tommy Gunz. As usual, I got a couple opinions. And my choice, actually, it might surprise some of you. And although I know this probably sounds a little funny, I'm not going to use logic with this choice. My thought process is a little different. So first, like I said, all these 4 comedians, legends, Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Seth Rogen, and Will Ferrell, all hilarious. Their catalogs are crazy, but none of that is going to factor in my decision. I just want to put that out there. All right, so let's go to first. Jim Carrey. Yo, he is an OG since In Living Color, Fire Marshal Bill. At one point, I believe he was one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood back in like some point in the 90s. He's got classics. Well, he's got very well-known movies. Dumb and Dumber, In Living Color, The Mask. He's been in a lot of movies. Batman as the Riddler. So like I said, his catalog, crazy. Adam Sandler, man, you gotta respect. Although, like I said, he was real hit or miss at times. Happy Gilmore, one of my favorite movies of all time. Mr. Deeds, Waterboy, right there, those 3 movies right there, classics. He also played serious roles and stuff like that. He even, I forget what that movie was. It came out a couple years ago, where he sold diamonds. I think it actually won the Grammy. I mean, not the Grammy, the Oscar. It was a really good movie, and it was a serious role. It wasn't even comedian. So shout out to Adam Sandler, also a great body of work, no homo. Will Ferrell, and some of my favorite movies of all time, Will Ferrell did. Step Brothers, I mean, we've already said it here, but arguably one of the best comedies I've ever seen in my life. I love that movie. Shout out to Shah. I mean, like, it's to this day, we quote that movie like crazy. Semi-Pro, another one. Anchorman, love those movies. He even played like a side character on one of my personal favorite comedy shows, Eastbound and Down. And he was hilarious in that. So shout out to Will Ferrell. And then Seth Rogen. On the low, like Dav had brought up earlier, he's got kind of like this frat humor type of joint. He's had joints like Knocked Up, The Neighbors, Zack and Mary Make a Porno, This Is the End. It's a different type of humor. It's not so much jokes. It's like, I think frat humor is the best way I can describe it. So anyway, I wanted to break down their catalogs. They all have great movies between all of them. So my rationale for who gotta go is this. I'm not going by the catalog. My reasoning for who I'm deciding who to go is this. As I've gotten older, my sense of humor has changed. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you're a kid, right? A lot of times like the dumb funny shit, that's what gets you. But as I get older, I've noticed my sense of humor has changed. And sometimes I watch some movies and I look back, I'm like, really wasn't as funny as I remember it. So I'm gonna say, out of all of those movies, first of all, I say Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell going nowhere. That's a lock. So that only leaves Jim Carrey and Seth Rogen. Now, my decision comes down to this. If we're talking about body of work and catalog and just credits, you would say Seth Rogen, right? You would think Seth Rogen. He probably has the weakest amount of movies. Aha! However, my choice is this. As I've gotten older, like I said, my humor's changed. So Seth Rogen, although he doesn't have as extensive a catalog, to me, movies like Knocked Up, they kind of hit more now that I'm older and I'm a parent. Even like, I don't know, movies like Zack and Mary Make a Porno, like, I don't know. It's like, as I've gotten older, it's not so much just like silliness and telling jokes. It's different. So I gotta say, Jim Carrey's gotta go. And my reasoning is this, like I said, his catalog crazy, but when I go back to some early Jim Carrey movies, I don't know, they're not as funny as they used to be. His sense of humor is kind of like dumb. It's like this dumb sense of humor and his facial expressions. But I tried to watch some of his movies and some of them are like unwatchable to me now. The humor doesn't hit now that I'm a little older as opposed to when I'm like a teenager or whatever. Surprisingly, I surprised myself when I thought about it. And I can't get rid of Knocked Up. I'm sorry. Like being a parent, that movie's got to stay. Jim Carrey, I don't know. I can't watch, I don't know, Dumb and Dumber and some of them joints. It's just not as funny to me as it once was. So that's my choice. Logic has nothing to do with it. It's just how I'm feeling right now. Jim Carrey's got to go. That's my pick. We are the Goodfellas. I mean, I don't know what y'all think about that. That's just how I feel, man. I don't know.
Wow.
I tried to watch some of his movies recently, and I watched Batman with the Riddler, and I don't know, his character, like back in the day, was funny, but I watched it, I was just like, I don't know, man. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Yeah.
What I will say about Adam Sandler, on the last note, is something that Adiyar said. How Adam Sandler puts all his friends in his movie. Yeah. That's the essence of comedy that makes a comedian great. Because that's what Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy did. That's what Martin Lawrence did with Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's what Kevin Hart was trying to do with Gary Owen, I guess. I'm not sure. But that's the essence of comedy that I think I miss. And because I don't know these gentlemen too much, I don't know their work like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what probably would have factored in with me. And like I said, I don't know Seth Rogen. Y'all would have to recommend movies for me to watch. I don't really know anything about them.
Anyway, this is the recap with the Goodfellas.
Wow.
We just gave you another episode of One's Gotta Go. So let's tally it up real quick, because I already know my choice lost, but it's all good. Seth Rogen was voted on by what? Two or three people, right?
Yeah, 2 people. 3.
All right, so Seth Rogen, the Goodfellas decided. Peace. Yeah, shout out to Sayjin. He said that Jim Carrey gotta go. You know what I mean? But like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. And everybody tuned in right now, let us know what you think. Who do you agree with? Do you feel our choices was correct? Would you have picked somebody differently? We want to hear all that. We want all the smoke.
Yo, put it in the comments. Let us know what you think about our picks versus what you feel, and name some of the funny movies of some of these people that we've had in these categories. And let us know.
Anyway, you know what it is. It's about that time. We gotta end this episode before we get too drunk to continue. So with that being said, shout out to everybody tuned in right now. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week, same time, more content. You already know how we do. We are the Goodfellas. One gotta go, and it's us. Peace.